Wabasha by Lois Lyngdal. Wabasha has whatever I need, everything from food to a new car. And there's plenty of gas to sell if I must go somewhere far. There are several restaurants if I don't want to cook, or if I want to have a drink, I don't have far to look. There are 2 schools for kids to learn math and how to read. Teachers are always happy to lend a hand in need. If I have a health problem, several doctors reside here. It's nice to know that help is so nice and near. In case I need a hospital, Wabasha has that too. The nurses and the doctors will take good care of you. In case someone needs a bed and wants a good night's rest, there are plenty rooms to rent that are among the best. There are several churches for our spiritual needs. There are at least 6 parishes, each with different leads. The area underneath the bridge is a great gathering spot. Programs and concerts take place here, and it's shaded when it's hot. There are playgrounds and some parks for a picnic or ball game. Any enjoyable time spent here will make you glad you came. Wabasha has a post office. It's not hard to find a bank, and the largest store in town is known as Hardware Hank. There are several places where people get hair done. Dye it, cut it, curl it, pick 3 or any one. The library is a fun place where people like to go to learn about all kinds of things, whatever they want to know. They might just like to read and spend some extra time with a story that they like or with some poems that rhyme. Wabasha is very happy and proud that it can claim an important tourist spot of state and national fame. The National Eagle Center draws folks from everywhere. They come to see the eagles that make their homes in there. 5 fountains by the river squirt water in the air and make loud splashing sounds to let us know they're there. When the area around the fountains gets full and overflows, it splashes quickly down the rocks and back to the river it goes. Trucks coming down the bridge above often are shifting gears, making lots of grinding sounds for everyone nearby hears. The Mississippi River by Lois Lyngdal. The Mississippi River is like a great divide. Minnesota and Wisconsin, one's on either side. You can cross a bridge to go from state to state. It's just a short trip across and you don't have to wait. The river is pretty quiet as it gently ripples by until a motorboat disturbs it, then the noise level is high. The water rolls up on the shore as it creates a wave and washes many things away you might have planned to save. It could take something valuable or just a castle made of sand, and people watch and cry, "Oh no," as the water slaps the land. If you like it on the river, any boat will do, a houseboat or pontoon or just a plain canoe. Maybe you just like to fish, so throw out a hook and line, and you can fish right from the bank. Most anywhere you like is fine. If the weather is nice, you can spend time at the beach, lying on the sandy shore with the water within reach. Children are jumping in the river, squealing as they get wet, trying to get each other as wet as they can get. The river is great for moving freight by barges and a towboat. It amazes me how things so heavy stay right side up and float. All that weight is pushed by a small boat called a tow, and it goes from the Twin Cities to the Gulf of Mexico. Bridges by Lois Lyngdal. There used to be an old bridge I could cross in a minute. It was the only state highway bridge with 2 right angles in it. Crossing this could be scary. When the traffic flow was high, I could feel the bridge swaying as big trucks passed me by. I remember driving behind a semi when I began to lose my nerve. Another semi came behind me as we slowed down for the curve. Sandwiched between the two made me feel really little. What if they didn't slow down and I'm caught in the middle? Just as we got to the curve, a semi came the other way. With 3 big semis in one spot, I began to softly pray. The bridge was really swaying as we eased our way around. I was really happy when I finally reached the ground. Now we've got a new bridge that people use to get to town. The old one was no longer needed, so it was taken down. I took my class from school to watch the old bridge fall. It fell right in the river, a big moment I recall. The New Bridge by Lois Lyngdal. The new bridge is a nice one, tons of concrete and steel, and it is plenty strong enough to carry every wheel. The bridge has no turns in it, which is great both day or night, but when you get off of it, you must turn left or right. At the bottom is a ball field. You don't want to end up in there, so you must make a turn to get you anywhere. You can drive down under the bridge to where the pillars are. The road along the river is accessible by car. You can look up and see the traffic coming into town and hope the bridge is strong enough to keep from falling down. Wabasha from the River by Lois Lyngdal. Water in the river moves by night or day as it floats right by Wabasha, traveling on its way. Banks have grass and sand or flowers this time of year along the river's edge where plenty water's near. Streets beside the river end up at the beach. The hospital is plain to see but hard to reach. Also, animals are free to roam and play outside your home. Limerick by Lois Lyngdal. There was an old lady from Main Street who had big, ugly, flat feet. She took off her hose and pampered her toes, and now they're looking quite neat. Haiku Poems by Lois Lyngdal. The Mississippi with its rippling noises gently rolls along. Coming off the bridge by the baseball diamonds, you turn left or right. Coming off the bridge, you're now in Wabasha, where good things happen. Fishing from a boat is more fun than from a bank, as you can sit down. When I think of towns, Wabasha is a great one. It has things I need. Father Crosby Statue by Lois Lyngdal. If you walk down Lawrence Boulevard, a statue you will see. It's made of wood and painted black to represent church history. People sometimes decorated it with beads for a holiday, or warm clothes in winter, a green necklace on St. Pat's Day. He had to be refurbished to keep him in his place. When his feet rotted off, he was put on a metal base. One year, some pesky woodpeckers attacked him with their beaks. The holes now have some filling, but he's looking kind of weak. His name is Father Crosby, representing clergy history. He traveled up the river and is no longer a mystery. Fishing by Lois Lyngdal. Fish down in the water like to swim and float, and are very careful not to end up in your boat. Sometimes they do get caught and become a favorite meal. Fishing for some fresh caught fish is a fun and tasty deal. Ducks by Lois Lyngdal. Ducks like it in the swamps that the river makes. When the water leaves the channel, it makes little ponds and lakes. Ducks search under the water for seeds and bugs to eat. They stay out in the swamp to escape the dreadful heat. Quack, quack.